Oh man, the very first thing is that I want to, give a big time shout out to our crowd. I thought they were amazing, especially our student section. I thought their energy and intensity and passion really helped us and helped us push through. It was an ugly game, but I was really proud that we fought and we found a way to win. I thought we showed a lot of toughness, thought we showed a lot of togetherness. I thought there were some big time plays made. We got an amazing contribution from our bench. And I thought, guys just fought. And we figured out a way to win. And really proud of our group. We have a quick, very, very quick turnaround with the noon game on Saturday against a team that's pretty good and that almost won at Illinois last night. And so we have to enjoy this, but we have to be mature about it and be ready to move on to the next play tomorrow. So, questions?
What can you say about what Terrell did in the second half after they go up by 9?
Yeah. I thought Terrell was terrific. I thought it was one of his best games that he played since I've been here. He finished around the rim. He played with energy. Had a passion. He was talking. You could hear him. He played with confidence, and I thought our guys did a good job of finding him. I thought some things he did defensively was really good too. He blocked some shots. He changed some shots down there. But I thought our bench was really good. I thought he, Justin, and Murph were very, very good. And you look at Justin, who hadn't, still not the instinctive athlete that he was earlier, but I thought he took a giant step in the second half. And he's a really talented player. And I thought, I think you saw some of that in the second half. And then Murph, obviously his ability to make shots, but I thought he did some stuff off the bounce today too that was really good. And, we needed every bit of it. And so really, really proud of those guys and their effort.
I guess it's kind of a million-dollar question, Jeff, but how do you get Terrell to play and look like that with that kind of confidence, that kind of intensity on a more consistent basis?
Well, hopefully, him having success, especially in the first game against this type of opponent, helps him with his confidence for him to believe. But it's about becoming consistent, so it's about having consistent habits in everything that you do every day. And usually when you do that, that leads to you becoming a consistent player.
What do you feel?
In the first half, you went hard at Florida State underneath the basket. Not a lot of teams would do that. What was your reasoning in doing that, and do you feel like it ended up paying off for you?
Well, it's what we do. We want to attack, and we feel like we have a couple of guards that can really, get in the paint and create off the bounce and do some things. Now, we know that they're a team usually with a lot of size, but we want to challenge that and also, to break the defense down. So that's who we are. It's what we do.
What made your offense more effective in the second half?
Pardon me?
What made your offense more effective in the second half than it had been in the first half?
I thought we got a little bit more movement. The ball didn't stick as much. It still stuck a little bit too much, but it didn't do it as much. And then we made some shots. I mean, that's in the first half we got some wide open shots. We just didn't make them. In the second half, we made some of those shots, and so it looked a little bit better.
Coach, you forced Trent Forrest, a usually pretty steady point guard, into 5 turnovers and only 2 assists. What did you guys do defensively?
Well, we wanted to go under on him. We wanted to try to crowd. He hasn't been a guy that's been a consistent shooter. From beyond the arc. Trent's a really good player. He's tough. He's a really good leader. I mean, I'm a big fan of his. But the other thing is that I thought we made him a volume shooter. That's something that we wanted to do. Certainly, them having a couple of guys in foul trouble in the first half probably made him shoot it a little bit more than he's accustomed to. But we just really tried to shrink the floor against him.
Jeff, you talked about this being an ugly game. How much that do you attribute to it being a unique circumstance where you're opening up against a conference opponent where the teams aren't close to being where they aren't close to being what they'll be in a couple months?
I think that has a lot to do with it. I think if you watch the games in the Champions Classic yesterday. I thought both of those games were ugly. I was watching a couple of games on the ACC network before our game, just sitting in the back, and I thought those games were ugly. I mean, it's what's to be expected, in my opinion, this time of year when you have a lot of new faces. If you're a team that has a veteran team, then maybe it's a little bit different. But our league is very unique in that there are a lot of new faces. And so, I'm not surprised by it. I'm just glad that we were able to find a way to win, even though we weren't at our best. And one of the reasons we weren't is Florida State's defense. They're a very difficult team to play against. If you go back, and I try not to talk about our game against them last year that much because it's in the past, but it was ugly last year. We just got to the line a lot. I think we shot a little bit less percentage this year than we did last year. They're a difficult team to play against. You can't simulate them in practice, and they're difficult, and it takes a little bit of time to get adjusted. And I thought it took us a while to get adjusted to it, tonight in this game.
Coach,
Is it encouraging, though, that getting to the line at the end, you guys made 7 of the final 9 to close it out? Is that encouraging?
Yeah, it's encouraging, but we still need to be better there. We need to be more consistent. We're a team that I think, can get to the line a lot, and we have to be better there. We have to make teams pay when we get there. But I was proud that we stepped up down the stretch and guys made some big ones.
Coach, how happy were you with your rebounding effort tonight?
Really happy. I thought that was the key of the game. There was a defensive rebound that we got. I think Trey got it right around 4 minutes. There was a big-time rebound. He went up out of his area, and he was determined to get it. At that point in the game, and we had talked about it in timeouts, right around the 10-minute mark, we were in the bonus. And so anytime you could go after, a defensive rebound, and sometimes they'd foul you, that gives us free throws. But I thought that's something we've tried to work on. We know it's a thing that was an Achilles heel of ours last year, and it's something that we've really tried to work on. And it was good to see us do a pretty good job here in this game where we out-rebounded this team. And then in the second half, I don't know how many offensive rebounds they got. I think they had about 6, maybe 7 at halftime. So that would make us do a really good job in the second half if I'm correct. I think it was about 7 at halftime that they had.
You talked last year about needing to change the mentality about rebounding, especially for the guards. Do you think that has come a long way since last year?
I think it has. I think it's come a long way. I think we've also recruited, and we have, some new guys in here that have a little bit different athleticism to them. I think the returning guys, they've heard it enough, and we've drilled it a lot, and I think they understand that's what wins basketball games. I thought our first shot defense last year was pretty good, but our inability to rebound really hurt us. I thought our first shot defense, here tonight was pretty good. And I thought in the second half, especially, even though they shot 50%, I thought, we did a much better job on the glass throughout the 40 minutes of the game.
You didn't sub in the final 12 minutes there. Was that something at some point it just kind of occurred to you, all right, these guys are staying in unless somebody fouls out, or did it just kind of evolve?
I coach on rhythm, man. I don't have any set patterns or going into it, this guy's going to play X amount of minutes. I thought we had a good group. I thought they had a good thing going, and I wanted to ride with them. And they did a really, really good job. And it's nothing against anyone else. We're going to need all of them. If you would have told me coming into this game that against Florida State that, Justin would play 23 minutes and play 12 minutes straight. I don't know if he's played 12 minutes straight in practice. And so for him to be able to do that, and to do it at a high level and to make some shots and make some plays, that's a big thing for us. But we need them all. And, guys, after the first game, I hope we don't have anyone with their head down because we need them all. And we're going to need them at noon on Saturday.
How similar, Jeff, is the Ryan that we saw after tonight to the one that that you guys have seen over the past 5-6 months?
Yeah, he's done a good job for us. I mean, he has a talent in that he can really shoot, and he's very confident. But he also knows how to play. He's a little bit better off the bounce, and he just, he knows how to play, and he has a passion for playing. I thought we missed him some tonight. I still think there are areas, especially in transition, where we can do a better job of finding him. And I think, as we understand as a group, as a team, how to utilize that weapon a little bit more, I think that'll help us become even better.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.